In the day's other headlines, former President Trump's adult sons denied knowing about financial documents at the heart of a civil fraud trial. A judge has already ruled they inflated the values of Trump Organization properties. Donald Trump Jr. testified for a second day at the trial in New York City. He again blamed accountants for any problems. Afterward, his brother Eric denied knowing that the documents in question even existed. That's despite receiving emails asking him to weigh in. An extreme storm hit Western Europe today, claiming at least 7 lives and leaving millions without power. Waves pounded the Isle of Jersey and the English Channel and smashed the rocky cliffs of southern England. In western France, some people braved winds gusting to nearly 130 miles per hour, the strongest in generations.
This is unprecedented in France. Normally, this is a tropical type of phenomenon, but it has reached the French coasts. It should be happening so much farther down than here, but the planet is so upside down. It's like mankind is paying for what they've done, quite simply.
The storm disrupted air and train travel, and forecasters warned of severe flooding as it moves inland. The U.S. is targeting Russia's war effort in Ukraine with a wave of new sanctions aimed at enablers. The penalties imposed today affect more than 130 companies and individuals from Turkey, China, and the United Arab Emirates. U.S. officials say they've helped Moscow obtain tools and battlefield equipment. The chaos deepened today along Pakistan's border with Afghanistan, and thousands of Afghans crowded the main northwestern crossing. They're being forced out of Pakistan as that country cracks down on illegal immigration. Relief agencies say 24,000 re-entered Afghanistan at a single crossing on Wednesday, but they say conditions on the Afghan side are dire.
When you have thousands of people who have nowhere to sleep and have nothing to eat, that is going to be the priority in the next coming weeks and probably months. So finding shelter and food, healthcare.
Some 1.7 million Afghans could face deportation from Pakistan. Many have lived there for decades. Back in this country, a former Memphis police officer pleaded guilty to federal charges in the fatal beating of Tyree Nichols. Nichols died last January, 3 days after a traffic stop. Desmond Mills Jr. admitted to using excessive force and obstructing justice. He's agreed to plead guilty to state charges. Mills is one of 5 former officers charged in Nichols' death. All initially pleaded not guilty. The rideshare apps Uber and Lyft will pay a combined $328 million to settle wage theft claims in New York State. They also agreed today to set minimum hourly rates and pay for sick leave. The state charged that the companies improperly made drivers pay sales taxes and other fees. On Wall Street, stocks shot higher on hopes that interest rate hikes are over. The Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped 564 points to close at 33,839. The Nasdaq surged 232 points. The S&P 500 added 80. And what's billed as the last Beatles song ever is now available. Today's release, titled Now and Then, is based on a 1970s demo tape by the late John Lennon. It uses artificial intelligence to add George Harrison, who died in 2001, and surviving band members Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. The Beatles broke up in 1970, and in real life, the 4 of them never performed together again. Still to come on the NewsHour, the Biden administration promises a strategy to combat Islamophobia. A new documentary tells the personal stories of inmates who join a prison running club, and the controversial legacy of Hall of Fame college basketball coach Bob Knight.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.